So after that time had passed, um, my normal life was pretty normal, just going back to work, or just going to work and back, and church, and that was it. No volunteering. I didn't do Bible study at that time. And the cancer started getting stronger, of course. I mean, as we're progressing on this, the cancer was slowly but surely getting rougher, and I could feel it. You can feel when it spreads. I could anyway. I'm not sure if everybody that had cancer can do that, but you can feel when it spreads. So I felt that it was spreading pretty progressively, but I could still maintain it. I could still hide it from others. And so, yeah, I just really concentrated on work and my. So during this time, um, my middle child, she lives in another state. So I told her, she had lived in Texas, but when she got married, she followed her husband to another state. So I told her, I said, why don't you come back, try Texas again, see how it's going. I wanted my grandchildren near me. And so they finally agreed, and so they came to Texas and stayed with me for that full year. And that was, in itself, that was something. So I had both of my daughters living with me in the house. And of course, they started gossiping about me, saying stuff, and going over their childhood, how mean I was. I mean, I was a single mom with 3 girls. Of course, I was tough on them. I wanted them to be decent citizens of, the United States. And I guess they don't get that. I mean, they were mothers already, and they still, were complaining about the past, that it's stuff that they can't change. So yeah, that was pretty rough. And then finally the year ended, and they were moving back to Kentucky. And so I felt kind of cheated, because they didn't even give Texas a fair shot. They just were here for a year, and that was it. Okay, now it's time to go. So that was rough, seeing my